Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for joining in. And let's get right to the movement. Let's begin by wherever we are, growing tall through the spine as though our head floats up to elongate our spinal channel. And feel your sit bones in your chair, your feet on the floor. I see people joining in. Blessings to all of you. Thank you for coming. We want that tall spine, and let's just circle the shoulders up and back a couple of times to encourage the chest to open. All of these little sessions are primarily about reconnecting with our breath, opening our breath up as fully as we can, because the breath is the bridge between the mind and the body, and we're seeing that the breath, deep, full, smooth breath, can really boost our immune system. So we just loosened up a little bit, and we'll keep adding to this. So I want to talk a little bit again about some of the important lung points in the body, and they happen to rest right on top of the lungs. So I'll show you in here. You can feel along your own collarbone very gently. And then you want to get the soft valley. There's a little dip right before the shoulder under the collarbone. And that area is essentially right above your lungs. So this area in here, we're just going to use it as a general area today. And I'm going to show you a little tapping movement that's maybe a little bit different. So I'll put this hand out, let's see now, like this. So we're going to keep the heel of the hand attached to the body part, and then we're just going to lightly tap with the fingers. So the heel of the palm stays put, and just a little tapping with the fingers. So now we're going to do that over those lung points. So the fingers are going to be resting over the lung points, and you just place your palm where you like. I'll move this other hand out of the way. And we're just going to put love in our hearts. We're going to breathe smoothly and deeply, and we're just giving a little love pat, a little connection, a little reminder. We're connecting our minds, our breath, our bodies, and our touch. And see if you can gently encourage the breath to move into that area where you're patting. And let the hand rest quietly for a moment as you continue to breathe and smile and feel that connection. That feels really nice. Okay, let's now do the other side. So again, if you're tuning in now, or just for a review, we're going to trace gently along the collarbone and then explore the area just below and under the collarbone, just to the side of the breastbone before you come to the shoulder. You get this little valley, this little lake, and we want to gently say hello here. We don't want to poke or be aggressive. We want to be gentle because we want the area to come towards our touch. We don't want it to shrink away going, oh, that's too hard. We want the area to go, oh, that feels good. Let it blossom. So we're now going to rest the heel of the hand just below. So the heel rests on the body, and we just do a little soothing tapping, directing the breath, giving a little percussion to our lungs and the acupressure, acupuncture lung points. And then just resting the hand quietly. And now we'll bring the other hand across, feeling all those points at the same time. Close your eyes if you feel like it. And really let the breath flump that area, or pluff. It's a plumping, fluffing. So I think pluff sounds nicer than flump. So pluff. We're pluffing. We're pluffing this area with our minds, our goodwill, our touch, and our breath. Okay. we're going to do another action to keep opening the breath up. I'm going to slide my chair back a little bit so that you can see a little bit more. And I'm going to turn sideways to you, and we're going to bring our fingertips to our shoulder. So watch one first, because I want you to see what happens with the chest and the neck. So just watch me. On the inhale, the elbow is coming forward. As we continue inhale, we're cresting, and this is where the eyes and the head follow. So that's the exhale. You can watch one more or join in. So inhale, and let the eyes follow the elbow so we get this beautiful opening. And join in anytime now. We're painting a big circle with the tip of the elbow, and we're stretching the chest, the breast, the throat. Inhale all the way to the crest of that movement, and let the full exhalation support you coming down and around. Let's do one more. And let that arm melt down and just fluff a little bit. And see if one shoulder, chest, neck, throat maybe feels nicer. I hope it does. And then if you're not sure, because I know what usually happens is we're going to watch the camera, we're going to get a beautiful elbow movement, but we're going to miss that place where we have to trust and let our gaze follow our arc of action. So it's pretty simple movement. It's not too complex. So trust that, because there you get so much more out of it. So on the inhale, the elbow comes forward and up. When it gets to the crest, that's when you let the eyes bring the head around. Inhale, and get that beautiful opening of the chest. We just patted into that area. We're continuing to expand, circle. We're lubricating the joints, and we're also making more space for our lungs and our precious breath. Let's do one more of these. Let that arm melt down. And then just take a little time to play a little bit. Pretend you're in some water, because our flow later on in a few minutes is going to be a great bear, big powerful bear, taking a swim in the big ocean. So you can already play in the water. And in Qigong, we believe that we are inside, we are within an ocean of energy, the Wei Qi field that has all potential, all pure energy. So that's in us, inside, it's around us, and we want to take advantage of, first of all, mentally knowing that we can get energy from everything around us, and we can transmit energy around us, and we can also use it to heal and replenish. So we've done a lot of the upper body. Let's stand up. Of course, you can stay seated, but those of you who wish to stand up with me can do that. And we're going to feel into our feet. Probably feel quite a bit of sensation in the chest, even in the neck. So imagine that area floating up. We've got a special cord, a bungee cord or a silk cord connecting us to a soul star. So we're very light and buoyant. The balloons of our lungs have been expanded. And now we want to feel into our feet. So just rock a little bit without losing that height, just shifting your weight and maybe patting the feet a little bit. You can talk with your hands as well if you like. So that way that a cat kind of feels the toes, still staying suspended. Maybe you want to bend a leg, lift the other foot, be a crane. Not a construction crane, a stork-like crane. And then picking up a foot behind, just a little bit, really feeling the feet. You want to feel your carpet, your floor, your socks, your toes, as though you're sneaking up on somebody. You want to be that subtle in your feet. And your breathing. Okay, so the feet probably feel pretty good. Let's bring them closer together and rub our hands. Bring up some heat, and then share that heat with your knees and begin some little circles. And the feet are circling too, and the hips as well. The spotlight is on our beautiful knees, but everything is connected in the body. And slow down your breath, enjoy. Thank you for all those beautiful hearts floating up. They really make me feel that lovely energy of the support of the earth coming up, the love of the heart. And we've gone both ways, I hope. And then we're going to come up, and we're coming all the way up into that beautiful connection. And now we're going to take the feet a little further apart, bend one knee, and now we're thinking about the hips. We want to carry the hips across to one side and then the other side. You can inhale when you come up, exhale when you slide out. Let's take the arms with it if you want. You don't have to, but pressing the opposite arm across. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, pressing the arm across, or just doing the hips, because the focus is the hips. Reaching out into space. One more. And then hands at the back of the hips and sending the pelvis forward while staying suspended up above, and then pulling the groins back. So we're extending the hips forward with a lovely floating feeling, and we're flexing at the hips. Maybe you're feeling that stretch. And whatever you're feeling is perfect. We're working in a particular way. We're working in freeing the joints and freeing the breath. It's like having a chain of a necklace that gets tangled, and we're taking the tangles out, or we're putting conditioner in the hair, and we're taking the knots out. So we're releasing any knots in the joints, in the body, even in the emotions and the thoughts. So now, of course, we're going to bring all of those together, and the hips are going to go stirring the pot. You can bend your knees if you wish, and try to reach all of those places, the front, the side, the back. Because we're oiling those ball and socket joints of the hips. We did the circling in the shoulders, other set of ball and sockets. And we'll do a few more in the opposite direction. And take your time. Slow it down. Let the breath slow down. Let your perception of this moment slow down. And we're going to finish that up, maybe fluff out a little bit, shake out a little bit like a bird or a dog or a cat. And find your beautiful tall stance. And you might want to have your feet a little wider, but you choose, because we're going to be a great bear now. So bears are big, strong, powerful. They may look a bit lumbery on land, but once they get in the water, they are sleek. So we're going to bend our knees a little bit, remembering that feeling of the bungee cord. So we're always supple, we're always suspended, and let your feet be relaxed. So you're receptive to the support of the earth energy, and you're receptive to the support of the sky energy. Okay, so we want that resiliency. We're going to begin with our hands low. I'm going to come a little closer for the hand part. So very much like a bear with big paws. On the inhale, the big paws, the big bear paws, are going to pull you through the water. It's like doing a breaststroke. And then the palms come up, the fingers come forward. This is the exhale, the hips come back. Then your big bear paws press you through the water. And as you exhale, you spin your hands and you reach through. Inhale, big breaststroke through the great ocean. Noble, powerful bear. Exhale as you take that stroke through. Inhale as your giant bear paws press you through the water. Exhale as you get ready for that next stroke. Inhale. Now you're a big, powerful bear, so you don't have to rush. Nobody chasing you at the moment. You can use a nice, long, slow breath out. And allow your hand and arm movements to feel like you are pressing through the water. If you feel hot, you can imagine cool water soothing you. If you're cold, maybe you're a bear in some kind of lovely warm ocean. And we'll do a few more of these. Really drop into your breath. If you like, you can bend the knees more. You're getting extra energy. You're diving up to the surface. Try a couple of exhalations, making a soft sigh. You may find that that slows the breathing down even more. Great bears swimming in the ocean of chi. Let's start to swim a little bit more slowly. We're coming towards a finishing place, maybe a little island or the shore, getting very subtle, very subtle. And finally, when it feels right for you, bring the feet close. Rest the hands over the low belly and really feel your energy drop into the low belly. So we've done a lot of focus up here, so mentally and energetically, boom, send it down. And give your belly about 3 or 4 rubs slowly, one direction and then the same in the other. Sending the breath into your belly, your pelvis, your hands. Mentally feel the energy pouring down through your legs, connecting to the earth. And then let's let the hands rest. Feel the support of the earth coming up through you, the suspension of the sky, supporting the top of your spine. Your head is floating. Feel your breath move in your belly and your chest. Feel a soft smile. And allow a gentle breeze to sway you, the bamboo swaying in the wind, feeling your vertical centered nature, yet at the same time feeling the flexibility of being able to respond to whatever movements are happening around. Great metaphor for right now. For any time, but especially potent right now. And the breeze gently comes quiet, and you feel yourself suspended from the heaven above, supported by the earth below, knowing that you can always tap into these powerful, quiet, eternal, internal resources. And let's finish with one Om. You can leave your hands on your belly or bring them to prayer. And this Om is to free the energy so that it bathes every cell of our physical and spiritual beings, and also goes out to the whole world. Whoever else is in your home right now, the people around you, people you know, you don't know, all beings. May all beings feel the benefits of this shift in consciousness. Let's breathe in. I thank you all for coming in. Blessings, blessings, and have a most beautiful day, and see you next time. Namaste.